Hey guys, welcome to a brand new season of Feed the Beast Monsters that we have going on here. Unfortunately, with the last map, we were having a lot of issues, a lot of restarts, so I just wanted to start fresh, get it going again, and kind of have a consistency from that's different from what we had going on in the first season. I've already taken the time to get out to where I want to build. About distance-wise, I am still playing on the same faction server, so distance is a key. Um, I have this. It's going to be a little bit laggy. It's a brand new map. People are still joining in, leaving, joining in, kind of thing, getting situated. But here we have a nice little island chain that I'm going to work out of. I was thinking about trying to do some sort of underwater base. I've been basically just wanting to try and do that. There's an emerald, a few of these emerald islands or slime islands, whichever you want to call them. Might end up making some floating islands, underwater islands, all that good stuff. With the new Mystcraft here, unfortunately, we won't be able to create our own age. So instead of having a big ass mining world, we are going to have to try and set some things up and get going, and where we want to do a quarry eventually, and need to have plenty of space. So I might utilize these for like farmlands. I'm not really sure. I'm just going around and breaking some seeds real quick, and hopefully we can get some food going. We do have an oil spout over there, which might be kind of handy trying to do some build craft. And we also have this rubber tree over here, which I'm going to go ahead and actually cut down. Um, I need to get some food going. It's pretty much vanilla Minecraft day number one. Like I said, though, it is going to be the same mod pack of monsters as we did in Season 1. However, it's just a brand new map and everything, and clearly there is going to be a little bit of lag gets going, but that's alright. We kind of expected it. We have some decent seeds already going. We'll get a hoe made, get a chest made, hopefully, and we'll get it started. If we can. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Oh, is this not the correct? Alright. So apparently, that's not the correct jungle wood, which is not good for us. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually TP out of here and go back to our spawn and try and find just any sort of tree that we can and get a sapling going, and we'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I went and found us a purple sapling, decided that that would be pretty appropriate considering that the TDK colors are black and purple, and get us going off with a nice little start here. I did manage to eat some of this cherry wood when I was cutting that down, so I'm going to go ahead and try and set up some tools and get us going. And so let's go ahead and make a hoe, get some of this food planted, and hopefully we'll get a chest out of this, and uh, basically just get us off to a nice start. As you can see, I do have a few tools that it comes from the start tools, and stuff. Unfortunately, it didn't have a hoe in it, which is alright. So we got, let's see, right here. Let's go ahead and just plant these. I don't know, did that just double up? Yeah, okay. So let's get this out of the way, throw down some seeds. Ooh, and essence seeds. We're going to want those here in a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and make a little bit more. Alright, and then we got this barley, might as well throw it down. So, alright, so we have some food that's going to be grown over here, and I know I saw some sugar farm. There it is. Sugar, whatever these are called. For some reason, they're just not not competing with me right now. So I'm gonna run over here and try and get us a little bit of this growing. There we go. Oh, it's in the water. Alright, sugarcane. Wow, I can't believe I couldn't remember that. So let's try and make this our little farm plant going on over here. Now, one thing about this is we are going to need some food and are going to need some wood very quickly. But with being on a bunch of islands like this, we're not going to have too much room to expand it. So I'm looking for it to go for more efficient than anything else. Which these this wheat here is nice, but it won't be as efficient as going with these crops right here. So eventually, I'd like to just move to mostly all of these. So let's try. I'm gonna just wait and see and let these grow, and then we will be right back. All right, welcome back, guys. I haven't had the plants grow yet. They're slowly wanting to pop up. Unfortunately, I went AFK and I died, and so the items that I had on me are already gone. But the tree that was here has grown back, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and harvest that. I do have my chest here, so that is a plus. But I want to try and get some tools going again real quick, playing that vanilla Minecraft while this is going on, and try and figure out how I want to lay this out. This, ooh, nice, it dropped more than just one sapling. That'll be handy. So we'll go ahead and plant these around the island. Oh, actually a couple of them. Kind of expand from this point and make this our home base that we have. Now, over here, there is a little bit of a valley underwater. I like that. There's a little bit of a better setup, I think, here for an underwater base. And unfortunately, with these islands up above us, they keep dropping these slimes down on us. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually like being on this island. They're being quite a pain, but that it is nice. It'll be nice to have some of this blue slime to when it comes time to making sticky pistons and such. So, well, he doesn't want to die, so we'll just pop back. Ooh, ooh, yeah. This might be actually a bad spot to be at with all these slimes. Ugh, gosh. I don't know if they're spawning on me or if they're falling down or what's going on. But let's go ahead and try and see. So what we'll do is while this all is grown over here, we will just hop over to this island and let's go ahead and move this stuff with us. We'll hop over to one of those other islands. It's a little bit farther away from that slimes and look into building up over here. There is a little bit more space over here. And I think that I will go ahead and in this area is where I'll build the underwater base. And like I said, that Mystcraft will be able to create personal islands. I don't know how big they are going to be, but I'm looking to try and make something that's probably an all daylight and have a big solar panel area going on there. I don't know exactly what to expect, so we'll have to definitely see how that goes. We need to go ahead and make a new hoe, get some tools going, and let's go ahead and make a shovel too. Just start off with these wooden tools, no big deal. Get that slapped down. Let's go ahead and get rid of these items. And I'm actually going to go ahead and increase the size of this chest. Like that. So one thing that I want to do is we have plenty of clay here, plenty of sand. Making a smeltery shouldn't be that difficult. I don't know where I'm going to get the lava for it. I'm sure we can dig down a little bit and try and get some lava that way. But a smeltery is going to be one of the first things on our list, much like last season with the farm and the smeltery going on. We're going to be building that much faster now that we understand exactly how those work. And then once that is taken care of, I'm going to be looking into expanding on those farms, trying to automate them a little bit faster, use the our cheaty steam turbines that we've been using. Hopefully that'll work. And just overall try and get some nice little home going, nice safe area, and And so yeah, we will be back after all that's grown. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can tell that I have been doing a little bit of work around here. I've connected most of the islands that are here with these wooden, or not wooden, but dirt, little bridges that we have going on. And I was digging up and all this dirt and the sand here, and I came across glowstone thanks to MCMMO, a plugin on this server that lets you get cool items like glowstone from digging and leveling up your skills like that. I also I saw a squid, and as you can tell, I have two ink sacs here. I decided that instead of trying to just progress through all this, we have a couple of wood, we have some sugarcane growing, and I decided to start mining over there on that island, and I got 3 pieces of iron. Well, I got to thinking, and a bookbinder, which is a key ingredient for uh, to making ages, was really relatively easy. It took only 3 iron and some wood, which, as it turns out, we have 5 wood, 3 iron, so we have enough to make that real quick. We have 2 pieces of ink, and we have sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and start smelting some of the sand so we get some glass bottles. Other than all that, the only thing we are missing, I just made that wrong. Can I shift this in? No. Other than those 3 things that we are missing, or that we have, the only thing we are missing is a piece of leather, which apparently I can't use this wood here, so that is a bummer. Um, so what I guess I'll do real quick is, let me see, do I have any food in here? I've been eating the food that I've been growing, so unfortunately I don't have lots of food. But I'm getting off on tangents here. What I want to do is, instead of just trying to full on expand here, have everything going, I want to go ahead and check out what exactly the Mystcraft ages are here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp out to wild. Hopefully I don't immediately just die. Let's go ahead and, oops, right away we found a cow. And so this will be a lot easier than I originally expected. Let's just use that. I hate wooden tools, but it's what I have. So I think we only needed 4 planks, so that should be more than enough. Let's go ahead and zip back, and we might have enough glass coat. There we do. So let's get to making the stuff. It takes a upside down boat, and I did not realize that's how you made fences now. For some reason, I feel like that's cheaty. And then 3 iron at the top, and we have our bookbinder. We're also going to need a glass vial. So let's go ahead and throw all this down. Let's fill up our glass vial with some water, and it'll take 2 pieces of ink to get made, which we just so happen to have. Let's throw this like that, and like that. Alright, and we also need a ink mixer to make the actual link panel, which is going to take some stone and some wood and another glass vial. So let's go ahead, and I have some stone here from the little bit of mining that I've already done. Let's get rid of this glass, and hopefully we can make was it 5? Yeah, 5 pieces of stone here. That should be more than enough. If not, we do have some wood around here that I wonder if I can actually turn this into coal. I'll have to check that out. But we have the wood, we have the vials. All we need is this stone. Um, I do not know what to expect with these personal islands. It is something new to me. I've been told that it's not a full world. So if we can get something that's like something like a daylight all the time world or something, that might be something to mess with, even if it is just a floating island to mess with as our main home. Our home is set here, so I don't have to worry about getting back. I don't have to make a special link book to get back or anything, which is real handy. One of the perks about being on a server. And it looks like we're going to have just enough, maybe a little bit more than we need with stone. But, you know what? We only need 2 of these, so let's go ahead and just cook it. All right. That was unfortunate. But, all right. So let's place these down like what we just saw in the crafting. And then we'll do that, and we have a ink mixer. Now, now that we have this ink mixer, let's go ahead and throw that down next to our bookbinder here. Now you put the ink vial up in this top corner, and it fills this area in with ink. Now normally, it would be a place that we would put things like gold nuggets, diamonds, things like that to make things for intralinking. Or there's lots of other modifiers that you can add to a link panel. We don't need those for what we're doing right now, so we'll just leave that blank. What we also need is a piece of paper, which I just cut down some sugarcane for. Thankfully, that was out here. And what was that? Sugarcane seeds. Oh, wow, that's cool. I've never messed with that. I might have to check that out here in a minute and see what exactly that does. But we'll throw a piece of paper up in here, and it creates a link panel. Great. So now we'll move over to this bookbinder, and you put the link panel here on this little black darkened out area, and you put a piece of leather up here, and it makes a descriptive book. Great. So now before I get to using this, I might be able to actually use this wood, and I should have done this in the first place, but use that wood to cook instead. But alright, yeah, it's not gonna let me use it. I don't have any other wood right now. So what we'll just do is we're just going to use this book on the ground, and let's see where it takes us. Alright, I'm falling. Alright. We have an island here. There's some pigs. There's some trees. Let's see, what else is there? Country willow wood. I don't know much about that. This is a really dark world. Ooh, oh my god, that is going to be awesome. So we got lucky here, ladies and gentlemen, which if you don't know what these tendrils are, don't kill me, spider, don't. Alright, these are nether quartz ore, which is amazing to have these on something like this. A personal age, we can just come here, we'll be able to mine them. It's going to be a big key into setting up our ME system. There's lots of exposed ore. It's not going to be necessarily an easy thing to get to. However, these tendrils are going to more than make up for the pain that we're going to have to go through. There are a couple of zombies around here. Not a big deal. Now, I'm curious as to how big this actually is, and I might try and make another age just to kind of leave this one for this nether quartz. It's already dark here. I don't really expect it to get too bright and friendly here. But there's some animals here. There's some wood here. We can go ahead and collect some of that. Get us a nice start. Let's go ahead and just, no, I don't want that wood. I don't know what it's from. Kill this zombie. But let's go ahead and get some of these materials going. And ooh, looks like an interesting little ice field. And I'm just spam clicking on the skeleton, trying to kill him. Hopefully he won't kill me. Okay, perfect. Alright, mine. Okay, this is actually a rubber tree that we want. It's the Mine Factory Reloaded that drops raw rubber. And this wood right here can be turned into jungle wood, so that's awesome. Definitely one of my favorite trees. The rubber will be handy for whenever we have excess of it, we'll be able to sell it at the server shop, and that will let us get a little bit of funds to actually start buying some things in the shop. That'll make our adventures a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and head back home, store that book so it doesn't just get destroyed. And yeah, so let's see, here it is. Let's go ahead and store it. Now, I'll definitely have to keep my eye out for some squids, but I'm very happy with what we just found there. We have a little bit of food still growing over here. I'm not exactly too proud of how quickly it's growing, but it'll do for now. We'll go ahead and throw this blueberry bush down. We have some trees, and unfortunately that wasn't a world that I feel like we should be building in. I'm going to probably try out a few ages real quick and try and find some squid meat or some squid ink, and we will be back. Hey guys, I just wanted to show this off real quick. I found this rainbow tree real close to spawn. I'm going to cut it down, and it should give us plenty and plenty of ink for us to use instead of having to just hunt down squids constantly. It's going to take a little bit of an effort to cut it down. I went ahead and made a couple stone axes for it. Um, but I did want to show, once it actually gets cut down, exactly what happens with this mod pack when you're cutting down a giant tree. It's really cool. I want to show how much stuff these trees have. And once this has been cut down, we will be right back. Okay, guys, we've reached the top of this tree, and I'm going to start chopping it down the inside out and working my way back down the tree. This is gonna might actually see it start to break down a little bit. I don't know how quickly it actually starts, but once it gets going, we're going to still see a little bit of lag, and this probably isn't going to help. But once it gets going, it just drops tons and tons of dye, lapis, tree saplings. It even has golden apples, which is going to be really nice since we were running low on food. To have a few golden apples between food and health, that'll be really nice to have. And eventually, have it, since we will have hopefully a rainbow tree sapling. I'd like to get a farm of this going, and we can have a yeah, here sheep. Sorry, we can have a farm going to where it's growing these trees, cutting them down, getting us golden apples, and have an uncrafting table to uncraft the golden apples and have a nice little gold farm without having to have a mob farm for things like uh, zombie pigmen, or I believe it's a witches drop gold too. I'm not sure what all drops gold, but I know that there's a couple of mobs in this pack that do drop gold. And oops, this is a new mod or a new map, so we are going to be seeing this lag, like I was saying. But we're about to hit the bottom of this, and this probably is definitely not going to be helping the server lag issue. You can already see just tons of dies falling, and it's just getting destroyed. So I'm actually probably going to have to make a few trips to get all of this dye back to our base, which means I'm going to make a few chests. And like, look at my inventory already, just lots and lots of dye coming, black and ink sacks, so that's going to be a real nice feature to have. And so I'm going to go ahead and take all this back. No, it's not really the most exciting of first episodes, especially being a brand new season. But I feel like we're off to a good start. We have a nice home that we're going to be working out of, a starting base. We have this nice tree that is going to give us lots of dyes to either get set going on creating more trees, getting Mystcraft ages going, and all that kind of stuff. So, and it even has, like I said, lapis in here and some golden apples. So that's always a nice bonus. So now that but now that we've reached this point, I want to go ahead and end this episode on this high note. And when we come back on the next episode, I'm going to look into expanding Mystcraft ages. I want to go ahead and make them off camera just because they're not that exciting and get us an actual base going. So I will catch you guys next time.